Speaker, Mr. Hidayatullah Silva. Third speaker, Humam Asrawi. And the replay speaker, Hidayatullah Silva. Acting as affirmative team. And for negative team, Unggul Darussalam Senior High School. First speaker, Siti Sarah. Second speaker, Fahmil Arsal. Third speaker, Tiara. And the replay speaker, Fahmil Arsal.
Okay.
Our honorable together today are Miss Jessica, Miss Melsa, and Miss Ria Fitrah Nitami. The rules of our debating competition today are: first, please no handphone, and then for the substantive speech, the timekeeper will knock once at the first minute, and then will knock once at the 4 minute, and knock continuously at the 5 minute. And then for the replay speaker, the timekeeper will knock once at the 1 minute and knock continuously at the 3 minutes. Okay, let's start our debating competition today. The first speaker of positive team, to Miss Jud Rasmania. Time and place is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, let's thank to Allah who have given us mercy and blessing until we can attend in this chamber. Salawat and salam always be presented to our messenger, our prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who has paid us from the darkness to the lightness. My great respect to the judges and my great love to brother and sister who have attended this place. Yeah. Good afternoon all. I am as the first speaker. My name is Jud Rasmandar, and the second speaker, Mr. Hidayatullah Silva, and the third speaker, Mr. Humam Asrami. Okay, in this beautiful occasion, I want to talk you about materials with motion take away obese children from their parents. Okay. Before we talk more deeply about take away obese children from their parents, I want to explain you what is the definition of obese and children really. Yeah. To obese, as we know, what the meaning of obese? Obese is someone or some people have more weight or size than his or her age. And the children definition is children is the child under age. Yeah, in this motion, I want to limit our statement especially for the poor people. Yeah, as we know, in our country there is so many poor people in our millennials era, especially in our country. So that why the government should take the obese children from their parents. Because of what? Because the poor people is limited addition with get his children to be better. Yeah. In this motion, why I taught you the importance of take away obese children from their parents. Yeah. Because we know we are as the parents had elimination knowledge, so that people in the poorness had the elimination forget his parent. You can imagine if in our country there's many poor people, how can they get their obese children, guys? Yeah. And then, for example, the poor people unable to manage all aspects in their children. For obese, for example, they give the food, clothes, medicine, and others. So if they call than before. Yeah, because the obese children need the all carrying with goodness. So the government should take this and to motivate more better than the parents. Okay, for example, we have seen in our fact, who doesn't know Alia? Who doesn't know Alia? In the Facebook, in the Instagram, in the Twitter, all of know Alia. Alia is the overweight people that have taken by the government, and the government can get his more better in the past life. Yeah. So I could tell you the solution of this motion is government have to take the obese children from their parents, because they gonna to get their children in the sport, maybe the sport and the diet activity and etc. So that I really agree this house would take away obese children from their parents. Okay, thanks a lot.
Okay, thanks to first speaker of affirmative team. She spent time about 4 minutes 20 seconds. Give applause, please. And then let's call the first speaker of negative team to Miss Siti Sarah. Time is yours.
Ơi, nhờ vốn được nè. Anh là.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Honorable to the judge, honorable to MC, honorable to timekeeper, honorable to the positive team, honorable to all of audience, and the last for my best team. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now I want to introduce my team. I am the first speaker from negative team. My name is Siti Sarah, and my job is to give rebuttal and give my argument. And I will explain about it can make the obese children stress only because they are away from their parents, and the obese children might get abused. And the second from my team is Fahmil Aksal. His job is to give rebuttal and argument, and he will explain about they miss their parents' love and they will do everything that they want. And the third speaker from my team is Tiara Kaisar. Her job is to give rebuttal and conclude our argument. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, because before I will explain about my point, I wanna rebut from first speaker from the positive team. How can they take care of their children? Ladies and gentlemen, the management is not that hard to handle. The parents can make their children diet and do every case without going to gym, ladies and gentlemen.
Saya
Ladies and
Indonesia,
gentlemen,
saya
let's come to
Pancasila. Itu cuma
my
yang
second point. My first point. Sorry. My first point is it can make the obese children stress on because they are away from their parents, ladies and gentlemen. We know obese children are going on bully, ladies and gentlemen. We can deny it, ladies and gentlemen, and the one who can comfortable them are their parents, ladies and gentlemen. If we take away them, they will be stressed out and scared because they don't have love, ladies and gentlemen. And their parents with them, this is so bad for children because they are still need love and attention from their parents, ladies and gentlemen. Because of that, the children can get stressed because away from their parents, ladies and gentlemen. And the second my point is the obese children might get abused, ladies and gentlemen. So the children can get abused and no one guarantee if they are being watched or not, ladies and gentlemen. Even if the one who take them are from government trusted, ladies and gentlemen. We still can guarantee now. Nowadays, we can see that there are many criminality that happen, ladies and gentlemen. To the children, ladies and gentlemen, children, because they don't have their parents with them, they are scared to tell anyone if they are getting abused
Awak ada
by
budangan ni,
someone,
cepat,
ladies
Un.
and gentlemen.
Un,
So,
mau pegang?
my solution is the solution is to make obese children go to the free private
Kamu ceritamu
trainer
tepuk
so
tangan ya?
they can control their body under their parents watch and without getting scared of anything. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you can support my argument. That's all for me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Nah, cok, bangun julpa. Nah, dengarin
The first
julpa.
speaker of negative team spent time about 4 minutes 11 seconds. And then the second speaker of affirmative team to Mr. Hidayatullah Silva, time is yours.
Okay, Mr. Hidayatullah. Cok, 3 menit.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thanks a lot to the MC who give me the chance for speaking here as well to my best team, and thank you so much. Okay, before I'm going to start my opinion here, there is so many things that I have heard from the first speaker of the negative team that I said. Okay, before I explain you all about my argument, yeah, there is so many things that I think is not about my argument here. Yeah, for example, like this, the first speaker said the children who away from their parents will be stressed. I will review this so much because the children, the obese children, when they away from the parents, so the parent can go there. The parent can go in the place of the obese children that government placate. Second, the first speaker said, the government don't love the obese children, never getting love from the government. Okay, in the fact, the government always give the love from the children who need it. For example, like my team said that Arya, who doesn't know it, Arya is a people who does about children, and the government take it from his house and making be better than today. Arya who giving be better with the government. So I reviews that the first speaker said none of them. Second, third, why I reviews the first speaker said, they said that if the just children get away from the children will be stressed. I think no stress in the government place. There is so beautiful, so be better than her house. I said that, my speaker said that the poor people, if the poor people, the parents who poor, give obese children to the government, I think it's very good. Why? The parent don't give the facilities better than the government, so he can't do anything. The parent can't do anything because the parent is poor today. And when the children, the parent give the children, the obese children to the government, so the government will be better than the parent. Why? Because the government gives some better facilities like sport, education, food, drink will be better than in the house. And the government will provide anything like plans for doing something, for sport, for eating, for blessing, anything that the government will provide. Why? Because it is the word of the government in our country and nation. Okay, I want to explain you about the argument why our team is really agree if the obese children will be taken away from the children in government. How many people poor in this country, and they have the poor and they have the obese children? How can the parent do anything if they don't have the money? If the economic of the parent is low, so anything can be better. But if the parent give the obese children to the government, anything will be better in the house. Why? I said that the government will provide anything that the parent don't give to the obese children. For example, like this, when the obese children will eat will doing something, will buy something, will anything. Yeah. How can the parent give it to the obese children? No money there, no money in the parent, no money in the poor people. So the way is the solution. Give their children for the government for do anything is better in their children. Is it wrong to me? No, I think it's very good. The parent is very good. Why? They give the best to the children, not thinking with his thing. I think everything will be better in the government. The solution is we are as a affirmative team really agree. If the government take away the obese children to his house, to her house, because it can be better than his house because the parent is poor. I think that's all for me.
Ya, Cuk.
Garuk-garuk
Thanks
kepala.
to second speaker of affirmative team. He spent time about 4 minutes 22 seconds. Okay, let's call the second speaker of negative team to Mr. Fahmil Arsal. Time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi. Honorable to the judge, honorable to the MC, honorable to timekeeper, honorable to of audience, honorable to the positive team, and also my highest responsible to my team, ladies and gentlemen. And as the second speaker from the negative team, currently want to give the argument. And before I'm gonna talking about my first argument, ladies and gentlemen, there are some unclear argument that have been mentioned by the second speaker from the positive, ladies and gentlemen. The first point I'm gonna talk about the rebuttal from the second speaker from the positive, ladies and gentlemen. I think the second speaker from the positive team don't understand with the limitation that have been given by the first speaker from the positive team, ladies and gentlemen. Because why I selected, ladies and gentlemen? Because after from the second speaker from the positive team, ladies and gentlemen, mentioned the word like this, ladies and gentlemen. The poor parent, the obese children and the poor parents, ladies and gentlemen. I want to ask to them, ladies and gentlemen, what is the correlation or the connection between poor parents and the obese children, ladies and gentlemen? The parent is poor, ladies and gentlemen. How can the children would be obese, ladies and gentlemen? This is illogical argument, ladies and gentlemen. And also, ladies and gentlemen, the second speaker from the positive team have said like this, ladies and gentlemen.
Masa debat bahasa kita dengan debat bahasa Arab itu sama.
Mangin.
And ladies and gentlemen, talk about my argument. The first point for my argument is about they will miss their parents' love, ladies and gentlemen. When we are taking away the obese children from their parents, ladies and gentlemen, that's mean their parents' love would be lost, ladies and gentlemen, from the obese children, ladies and gentlemen. Although they are obese, they still a part of the family from a part of the family, ladies and gentlemen. So, if the parents' love would be lost from the obese children, ladies and gentlemen, the personality from the obese children would be bad, ladies and gentlemen. Because why? There is no everyone that can suggest the obese children, ladies and gentlemen. They will do anything, ladies and gentlemen, because they separate with their parents, ladies and gentlemen. They will do everything. For example, they will make their body more slim, ladies and gentlemen, because they want to go back with they want to go back to the parents. They will do everything to make their bodies would be slim, ladies and gentlemen, or even with the extreme way, ladies and gentlemen. And this is so very dangerous. So the obese children, I think the obese children we cannot take away from the parents, ladies and gentlemen. Because why, ladies and gentlemen? There is a connection between the parents with the children, ladies and gentlemen. When we are taking away the obese children, they will lose, ladies and gentlemen. They will lose their parents' love, ladies and gentlemen. And also, ladies and gentlemen,
Yang to say what?
and ladies and gentlemen, our solution for this motion is we have to bring the obese children to the free private trainer, ladies and gentlemen. With one, their body would be contour, ladies and gentlemen. They can make their body would be slim, ladies and gentlemen, with the free private trainer, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's all from my argument. I beg to propose.
Tak mungkin. Satu kalimat lagi.
Ladies and gentlemen, the second speaker of negative team spent time about 3 minutes 40
Suka
seconds.
si Kameng.
Okay, give applause. Okay, now let's call the third speaker of affirmative team to Mr. Humam Asrawi. Time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Again, my best honorable to the judges and my beloved brothers and sisters.
Bisa nggak hilang gaya bahasa
Again,
Inggris pidato.
I'm as the third speaker.
Yeah.
I would like to review all the statement of the negative state. First, the first speaker says, if the children taken by the government, it will be make the children stress. In my mind, if the obese children take away by the government, it will be better. It doesn't mean the parents of the obese children is leaving them, but the parents of the obese children can visit their children every time when the parents leave. The first speaker states, the children give to the prefect. Come on, guys. The first speaker from my team limit that to the poor people. How to the poor people can give the money to the obese children to follow the prefect. And then the second speaker. The obese children sometimes have the parents rich man, and maybe parents at firstly a rich man, but the children spend their parents' money with their phone to feed something, so that make them be a poor people. Then, if the government doesn't take away the obese children, the parents don't know how to make the children getting slim, getting better. So, as the affirmative team, I really agree if the government take away the obese children to make their will be better than before, to make their will be slim, to make their will be healthy than before. So that's all from me. Okay.
Okay, thanks to third speaker of affirmative team. He spent time about 2 minutes 27. Okay, let's call the third speaker of negative team to Miss Tiara. Time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Honorable to the judge, honorable to MC, honorable to timekeeper, honorable to all of audience, honorable to the positive team, and my beloved negative team. I'm the third speaker from the negative team, and I will be rebutting the first speaker, the second speaker, and the third speaker from the positive team, and I will be concluding our argument. So, the first one is, I will rebut the first speaker from the positive team. She said that, how can poor people take care of the obese children? Ladies and gentlemen, the only way of taking care of obese children is not way just to go to the expensive place, ladies and gentlemen. They can do diet, they can do exercise, ladies and gentlemen.
Seragam.
And our solution is to give free,
Suka si Kameng namanya.
free fat trainer, ladies and gentlemen, free. So the poor people can take care of their children, ladies and gentlemen. And the second speaker from my team and from the positive team said that anything will be better better if we take away the obvious children, ladies and gentlemen. Are you sure? This is totally wrong. Because of why? Because like what the first speaker and the second speaker say that can make some things like it can make the obvious children stress out, ladies and gentlemen, and I will explain it later. And then the third speaker from my team, from the positive team, said that how the poor parents can make their children slimmer. They don't know how. But ladies and gentlemen, we come back to our solution again. We give them the free pre-fed trainer, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm sure 100%, ladies and gentlemen, today's are modern days, ladies and gentlemen. And information is all around the world, ladies and gentlemen. So their parents, if they really care about their children, ladies and gentlemen, they can search any information, ladies and gentlemen. So there's no word that the parents doesn't know
50 kali bang.
of the children, because there are so many information, ladies and gentlemen. And I will be concluding our argument. The first speaker from my team said that it can make the other children stress out, ladies and gentlemen. They are still children, ladies and gentlemen. They still need their attention. Which one do you prefer, ladies and gentlemen? The attention from the government or the attention from your family, ladies and gentlemen? I'm sure 100% that the children are choosing the attention and the love from their parents prefer to the attention from the government, ladies and gentlemen. And the other children may get abused, ladies and gentlemen. We know there are so many cases where the children are getting abused, and I think there are still many cases where the children are getting abused, ladies and gentlemen. But we don't know yet because of why? Because they are taking care of the government, and they are too scared to tell it. And the children are still small people, ladies and gentlemen. How can they talk to the other people? Because they are getting, and we say, and the limit is for the poor people, ladies and gentlemen. The poor people, they will get scared easily because of why? Because they doesn't have money, and they will get scared if the government, if they want to treat them, if they take away from their parents, ladies and gentlemen, they will get scared.
Oh dah boleh 10 yang mau saya tong ni.
They will miss their parents' love, ladies and gentlemen, just like what I've said before, ladies and gentlemen. It's not how about beautiful of the place, but it's all about the beautiful of the home, ladies and gentlemen. And the second speaker from my team also said that they will do everything they want, ladies and gentlemen, if they are taking to the government, ladies and gentlemen. There are such an extreme way to do the diet or to make the body get to the ideal body, ladies and gentlemen. And we don't know what are the parents, what are the
Smart,
government
ladies and gentlemen,
our
on, ladies and
children,
gentlemen,
ladies and
Brilliant.
gentlemen. And if they said that, and if the positive they said that their poor parents can go to the government, are you sure that they can always control their children, ladies and gentlemen? Because they are poor and they need to make money, ladies and gentlemen. So this is, in this case, ladies and gentlemen, I think
50
if
kali
we give
dah, ladies and
if we take
gentlemen.
the obvious children from their parents, ladies and gentlemen,
Bagus.
their parents will
Seperti
not,
dia tak
take
tahu
hold
tata
of
krama,
them
sopan
for,
santun.
Many long time, ladies and gentlemen.
Itu dia sebelum tampil memang surprise tu.
Making money to support their children, parents,
Enggak dihitungnya semua pengunjung sini. Berarti ladies and gentlemen, latar
once
semua.
more, ladies and gentlemen, our solution is to make children go to the free prefect trainer so their parents can still watch them and they can get love from their parents.
Ladies and
That's all
gentlemen.
from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thanks to third speaker of negative team. She spent time for 4 minutes 53 seconds. Give applause for our debaters, please. Okay, now the reply speaker of negative team to Fahmil Arsal, time is yours.
Kalau
Ni je sebelah daripada mana ni?
ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. Ya.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi
Ya.
wabarakatuh. Honorable to the beautiful judges and judgment, honorable to the good MC, and honorable to the timekeeper, honorable to the positive team, and the last, my highest respectable to my team, ladies and gentlemen. And ladies and gentlemen, in this session, I don't give the argument, I don't present our argument again, ladies and gentlemen, because why? I want to cover between the side of the South's argument and with my argument, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk first about my first my first speaker argument, ladies and gentlemen. My first speaker argument.
Yeah.
The first speaker from my team, have mentioned the clear argument, ladies and gentlemen, and clearly way to present, ladies and gentlemen, and have the strong way to present the argument, ladies and gentlemen. And when she was explaining the argument, she brought a lot of evidences and
Oh, ini dia zoom
ladies
lagi.
and gentlemen. And also when I talk my argument, ladies and gentlemen, my argument is very good, ladies and gentlemen. Then they side up this also argument, ladies and gentlemen. And also when the third speaker from my team concluding our argument, that is
Ay.
she has explained with clearly, ladies and gentlemen, not like the third speaker from the side of this all, ladies and gentlemen, that unclearly well he has talked about his argument, ladies and gentlemen. And also, ladies and gentlemen, we have not together with the video here from this debate, ladies and gentlemen. And also, as the second speaker from the negative team, lead my team, ladies and gentlemen, to say we really do not agree with this our motion today, ladies and gentlemen, because ladies and gentlemen, we have to stay the obvious children to their parents, ladies and gentlemen, because ladies and gentlemen, because the parents' love would not be lost from the obvious children, ladies and gentlemen.
Because menjadi sebab.
I want to say you, I beg you to propose
Enggak,
our
enggak.
argument, ladies and
Yes.
gentlemen.
Jadi
That's all from me.
kasus.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
The reply speaker of negative team spent time about 2 minutes 7 seconds. Okay, to end up our debating today, let's call the reply speaker of affirmative team. To Mr. Hidayatullah Silva, time is yours.
Di sini enak. Di
Assalamualaikum.
kumpulan paling enak. Kita bisa sombong.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
I want to give things aloud to the MC who give me the second chance for speaking here and my best responsibility to judges today. Okay, let's talk about the take away of his children from their parents. We talk about the poor people. Yeah, who doesn't know the poor people doesn't have money, doesn't have anything in his house. So the real situation is to give their children, the obvious children, to the government. When I said that, how many poor people in this world, especially to others who have obvious children, doesn't know what the way, yeah, the obvious children will be better if they stay at home. And like as we know that, the obvious children, the fat children is different thing, yeah. The fat children is can do a diet to make it slim, but the obvious children, they can't just it's those that playing football, that play badminton, anything that for slimming their body. But the real thing that the obvious children need more operation, more attention, more anything from the government, not from the poor parent people. Why anything can be better in the government? We know that education is the democracy word, so anything will be better. The government will be provide the best of situation for the obvious children than their parents. Yeah, their parents just doing that free private. I think that can be solution of this motion. Why? Yeah, the government will be better. I think that there is a situation in this world. Like my first speaker said, anything will be better in the government. Yeah, it isn't about the parent. When the parent miss the obvious children, they can't to meet him. This is about the obvious children, not about the parent. So the best thing is about the obvious children, not about the parent. When the parent is miss the children, it's the attitude of the parent who not parent love to his child, to her child. But the parent now, the better situation to give the children, the obvious children to the government. Why? Because the parent now, they can't do it better, different with the government. Second, how can be obvious children? Like the negative saying that I wanna reduce that out. Yeah, they say that if the poor people, if the poor parent, so the children is not fat, it's not obvious. I think not like that. In the fact, I wanna show you the fact, Arya is the poor people. The poor people, not the rich people. But he had the big body, the obvious body, and I think the government showed that. The government showed his sympathy for the area, for giving the information, for giving the attention. Third, yeah, they get to sing said that there is no attention with the government to the children. I think not like that. Yeah, the government is our second mother in this world. Why? Because everything will the government think and that. So we are, as the affirmative team that said, this hard will take away government from the children. Yes,
Udah tutup. Stop.
Okay, thanks for replying.